Hey guys, welcome to a new video with me in which I will be talking about my Airbnb experience. Before I went to Japan, I never used Airbnb. I was looking on it, but on the website for a couple of times, but I always ended up staying in hotels. But now I wanted to use it because it's normally a bit cheaper than staying in hotels, and Japan is expensive. So I tried it out for the first time, and during my stay in Japan I am in two different Airbnbs. The first one I stayed in was in Tokyo, and I stayed with Naomi. I put the link to her accommodation down below, as well as the other one I'm currently in Kyoto. And it was, amazing. It was not like in the middle of Tokyo, but still good reachable. I think like 1 hour distance within a city isn't far for me because I know it from Berlin and from Bangkok. So maybe if you are coming from a smaller town, you might think that an hour distance from going to one place to another place is far. For me it's normal, so I didn't mind. But a little bit of a downer was that I had to walk like 1.5 k's from the train station to the accommodation with my legs. It was alright, but the first evening when I arrived, it was already dark. It was like 10 p.m. I didn't know the area before, and I've never been to Tokyo or Japan before, so I was a bit scared, but Google Maps and a friendly man helped me to find my accommodation, and it was alright. I mean, it was alright. The walking distance, because along the way there are two 7-Eleven, a Family Mart, and some other restaurants. So you can do a bit of shopping there on the way, which is kind of convenient. So when I arrived, Naomi was there and she showed me everything in my room, and my room was very cool. I got a desk, I got a microwave, she provided me towels, body shower cream and hair wash cream. She provided some tea, enough blankets, and it was very nice. The only downer is that I had to turn off my heater between 12 and 6 a.m, which is not that good because I'm freezing every time, but I had enough blankets, so it was alright. And she was super friendly. She also lived in Thailand for some years, I think, and her English is well enough to communicate well. Sorry, I'm recording a lot of videos right now, so I can't really talk, and I didn't really talk English for that long, in like 1.5 weeks now. So, okay. What? The neighborhood is very safe, and there's a park like directly around the corner. You can just chill and relax. And it was very nice to stay with her. So I was super exhausted because I was already traveling for over a week, and I in such a hurry from Malaysia to China to Japan. So I originally wanted to stay there for 3 nights, but I decided to stay one more night. I couldn't stay in my own room because it was already booked, but it was no problem to move in the opposite room of mine. And the room was kind of similar. The only thing what was different was that I had a bunk bed instead of the single bed, which I had before, but that wasn't a problem because I got an extra blanket I could use from the on top bed. Also what was really nice was that I could wash my clothes there in a washing machine. That was very convenient and very very necessary after over a week of travel. Yeah, all in all, I can only recommend you to stay at Naomi's place if you're in Tokyo and you don't mind too far. Too far. Fahren is like driving in German. To take the train for like almost an hour to go to Shibuya or Disneyland or whatever, wherever you want to go in Tokyo. I really enjoyed staying there. Thanks, Naomi, for that wonderful first Airbnb experience. And right now I'm in Kyoto, and it's totally different than in Tokyo, because here in Tokyo it was like a small house, just 2 floors. Oh, and I got a separate, an own entrance, so Naomi lives in the first floor, or in the bottom floor, and I'm in the first, and I was in the first floor. There were 4 rooms, and in one room her daughter is living. Yeah. And right now I'm in a, I don't know how you call it, it has, I think, 10 or 11 floors, so it's a big house surrounded by big houses. I show you in a second. Akira is my host. It's a man. He's not living here. I think he's living nearby, because every time when something... Yeah, I couldn't find it in the beginning. So I messaged him, and within 5 minutes he picked me up from the Family Mart, which is around the corner, and showed me where to go and showed me everything in the flat. And yesterday the heater I have beeped, and there was a red light, and I didn't know what it was or if it's broken, so I messaged him, and again within 5 minutes he was there to check on it, which is really nice. We had contact before, and he answered all my questions, and he really can't speak English, but yeah, we managed to communicate with Google Translator, and it was possible to communicate, and also a bit of body language. Yeah, and it's totally different. So in Naomi's place it was a bit more Western. Here it looks a bit more Japanese, with sliding doors and sliding closets, and also there are mats on the floor and a futon bed, which is behind me. I got air condition to heat it up. I got a gas heater to heat it up. I have a clothing rack. I have a TV. I have a little like chair on the floor. I have a table. Then the kitchen, I think it looks a bit like in a restaurant because it's so metallic. I have a fridge, and Akira also put in something to drink and some snacks for free. I have a microwave, and there are some cups and some, what is it called again? Things to eat off. Plates. Plates. I have a balcony with a nice view. I can see the mountains in the background, which is really, really nice. Then also in the kitchen area there's a table and 2 stools. I have something to turn off the fire. What? You know, this thing right there, this red thing. Then in the entrance area there are some slippers provided, because in Japan you usually take off your shoes directly when you're coming in. Then I have a little room with a toilet. The seat is heated. I don't know what all the buttons are for, but I know how to flush, and I think that's the most important thing there. Akira also provides a hairdryer and towels, and then there's also a tiny bathroom with a sink. Unfortunately it's only cold water, but it's alright. There's some soap, and also there's a Japanese bath tube, or a typical Japanese shower. I don't really know it by now what the difference is. I think a bath tube is called onsen, and that's not what it is. So maybe it's just a typical Japanese bath tube with also a lot of buttons. I only know how to turn it on, and that's it. I think that's enough for now, for 4 days, 4 nights. That's my Airbnb. It's a big flat. I think I pay 104 euros. At Naomi's place I paid, I think, around 70 for also 4 nights. My first 2 Airbnb experiences went pretty well. I'm very, happy I did use it, and I will definitely use it in the future again. That's it for today. Next week I'm going to talk about my first 2 couch surfing experiences, so stay tuned for that. And if you don't want to miss it, then subscribe to my channel, then you get a notification when a new video comes up. Yeah, I hope you liked my video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I wish you a lovely day.